Our trip to the Ritz-Carlton is coming to an end. We'll look at the final days of our trip, as well as some of the world-class diving found here, and I'll give you my full and honest review of the property at the end. Stay tuned. We're at the dive center the day before our dive, so we can do a skills test just to see how we are with the basic skills. It's a requirement here at the dive center. Clouds are kind of creeping their way. It looks like we're gonna get some rain, but that's kind of been the story the whole time we've been here. We'll have some very strong showers for 15 minutes and then it clears up really quickly. There were two nice gestures that were done today by the staff. First, the morning cleaning crew came in, did our room, and they also set the hot tub up with a hot bubble bath, which was really nice. I jumped in and it was like really warm. And also just now the butler came by, dropped off these amazing chilled coconuts. And so another little nice gesture from the staff here, greatly appreciated. We're at Ubar for our first sunset of the trip. I am having a mocktail. This is a passion delight. It's got passion fruit, pepper, lime, and soda. It's very, very good. I love that they have these steel looking straws as opposed to those paper straws that don't work too well. So Joel's having the limbo, which is vodka, Fowler Moon, Careful Lime, Passion Fruit, and Egg White. How is that?
Very good.
Good. And they brought these little chips. They're kind of interesting. Tuna flavored chips. So they love tuna around here. They're spicy, and I don't really taste tuna. I just taste spiciness. Sun is beginning to like come down. It's right on our face. But we have a stunning view. There's no one here, and I don't know if we're early, but sunset's in about 20 minutes, and I expected to see more people here, but there's no one here. Dinner tonight would be at the Cantonese restaurant Summer Pavilion. The restaurant is on the western side of the same building where La Lacanda is located. Summer Pavilion features the same stunning views of the ocean and is supposed to resemble one large lantern-inspired space. The menu prices were on the high end, with most dishes in the $100 to $200 price range. The dishes are supposed to be served family style, so in theory, you are serving two people. Everything we ordered was excellent. We followed the server's recommendations on how much to order, and she was right on the mark. The sweet and sour chicken has a medley of my favorite fruits. It has pineapples, strawberries, and blueberries. It looks divine. Our fantastic dinner wraps up day 3 for us. Tomorrow would be an early morning as it was time to go diving in the Maldives. Good morning. It's a little bit early on Thursday here. We are going scuba diving shortly. I'm really excited about that since the snorkeling hasn't been that great here, but we kind of knew that coming along. We're going to do a 2-tank dive. It's, I believe, $325 per person, so it's not cheap. We are having breakfast delivered to the room. There is an all-American breakfast that is supposed to be for one person at $65, but most of the reviews I've read online, said that this, you can easily split this. Eggs, toast, bread, cereals, all sorts of things that come with it. So we're waiting on the delivery of that because we don't want to eat too much before going scuba diving. I think this should be perfect.
Good morning, sir. Please welcome.
Good morning. How you doing? Good. How you doing?
Welcome on board to Mustafi.
The waters of the Indian Ocean were eerily calm, which our dive master said he had never seen like this before. It would be perfect conditions for our dive though. The service from the crew was top-notch throughout our excursion. There was food provided, and it was also the first time we had ever been offered robes after a dive. The first of our dives would be a wall dive. We saw a tremendous amount of fish, including sharks, turtles, and even a large-sized octopus, which is a pretty rare sighting to see during the day. Unfortunately, many of these sightings didn't come through in our GoPro too well. We also ran out of battery for our second dive, which was a real bummer. After our dive, I wanted to stop by the Island Creamery to try some ice cream. I had read that the ice cream was really good and free. While the ice cream was indeed really good, it wasn't free and we were charged $8 for the scoop. We have this really strong storm coming this way and it's moving fast. This is actually our laundry. We submitted it the first day and they forgot to bring it. So we had to call our butler to ask her where our laundry's at, but they did a pretty awesome job. It's not cheap. I think each shirt is like $12 to have laundered. So there's one, two. So we spent about $200 on laundry for just a few pieces of items. We're going back to the Ubar to catch sunset and meet up with some friends that we met last night from Sydney. We're gonna have some drinks before sunset and then head over to the Italian restaurant for dinner together. It's been really nice to like chat with some people. We've been on this vacation now for nearly on 10 days and everything's kind of isolated out here. So it's good to just be able to chat with some other people. Tomorrow is our last full day and we will be relaxing once again. Dinner tonight was at Lelaconda. Since I've already shown you video from this restaurant in previous videos, I decided to just enjoy the meal and close out our fourth night. It's our final full day and I can't believe how quickly time flew. It's insane. You can probably go about 200 yards out into the water before it starts getting a little bit darker. We are on the southern side of the island at the beach club. This is our first day hanging out here. There's not much wind unlike our side of the island, so it's a little bit hot, but the water just feels amazing.
Good evening.
Hello, how y'all doing?
To be checked.
Hello. What is this? Salmon?
Salmon chat with cream cheese.
Okay. The manager's reception was great, but it was now time to take the quick boat transfer over to Patina Maldives. This brand new resort is owned by the same group that owns the Ritz-Carlton. If you are staying at the Ritz, you can dine at several of the restaurants found there. I really love the ambiance of this restaurant. It's actually my favorite one that I've been to so far. Recommendations from the waitress were exactly what everyone on the forums and TripAdvisor recommends, which is the truffle hummus, buttered chicken, and she also recommended a lamb shank. So we're gonna try all three of those, and Joel ordered a few others. So we're gonna do a sort of family style. So I want to get first impressions from Joel of the truffle hummus. Can you tell a big difference? Yeah. This amazing trip to the Maldives is finally coming to an end. It's been 10 nights at 2 resorts. We ended the trip with 5 nights here at the Ritz-Carlton. I will be doing a video later on comparing both the Ritz and the St. Regis, but just for this video, I just wanted to give you my honest reviews on different aspects of the resort. In regards to the villa and the room, wow. That is the feeling that I had the whole time. The rooms are very comfortable. It's more of a beach chic type of feeling. The furnishings also portray that. Air condition for sleep quality is amazing, and this is one of the big things for me when I look at a hotel. And my lasting impressions is how well did I sleep. And so for me, there's 2 factors: is that how comfortable is the bed, and how cool does the air condition get. We slept tremendously. The bed is comfortable. It's a little bit more on the firm side. The pool, it is chilly, but after coming back to your room from a hot day, the water is just amazing. It feels really good. Now the food, when it comes to the buffet, the a la carte options were phenomenal, and that's included with the buffet. I wasn't as impressed with the buffet selection and some of the quality of the items. So by the final day, I was just kind of nitpicking what to eat. Other than that, the restaurants here are amazing, and the must-do restaurant is not on this island, but is on Patina Island, which is also owned by the same owner of the Ritz-Carlton. So go try Abaresque. It probably one of the big surprises and highlights for me was at Patina Island last night, where we saw this really interesting looking lit up building completely stands out. It almost like doesn't belong with the environment. We went in, and to my surprise, it's a James Turrell. If you can, go before sunset and go check out the James Turrell piece. Sit under, there's gonna be an opening, and that's part of the experience, and you wanna watch the sunset. As the sun goes down, you'll start seeing different shades of colors of blue, and it's one of the most amazing experiences. In regards to the snorkeling here, it's not good. This island was recently constructed. It's not natural, so we did try some snorkeling, and there's just not much out there. And where there are reefs, you have about 1 foot of clearance, and it's just not enough to snorkel. So we did scuba dive, and it was amazing. Costly, it was about $1,000 for 2 of us for a 2-tank dive, but we saw so many sharks, rays, a few turtles, tons and tons of fish, and fish that I've never seen before. We have nearly 50 dives under our belts. So everything for the most part was 5 stars. A few misses, nothing important for me to sit here and point out. I would come back to this resort. I love the experience here. So who is this resort for? Again, just like almost every resort of the Maldives, honeymooners. This is the perfect honeymoon. Also, if you want to come to relax and have some privacy, again, this is a great place to be. I do feel like the vibe here in this island is a little bit more uppity. Some of the social aspects, there was a Marriott Bonvoy reception yesterday that was pretty good. We spoke to the manager and multiple staff, but it seemed like it was pretty lively. Also, let's see, who is this for? Family and kids, and we saw lots of those, and there's a reason why. The Ritz Club, or the Ritz Kids Club, or I like to call Rich Kids, is simply amazing. I would spend time at the Rich Kids Club. Health and fitness minded, again, the gym is top notch here. We actually worked out, and we're going to be working out as we check out again. Who else is this resort for? If you're looking for a full board or half board options, those are offered here. Be aware that if you decide to do the half board or full board, they're going to severely restrict what you can eat and where you can eat. Final aspect, who is this resort for, is those that are looking for the beach experience, the crystal clear waters and white sands. This is the perfect place. Keep in mind, this is a man-made island, so a lot of what you're going to see here is fake, but that water, there's just something about that clear water that's just very calming that you're going to find that here. When we went out snorkeling outside, it just felt like we were in the world's largest swimming pool. So who is this resort not for? Again, if you're coming to look to socialize with other people, the Maldives is probably not the best place for you, as you have a lot of people here on honeymoons or couples or families, and everything is kind of designed for privacy. So this is probably not the best place if you just want to chat it up with a whole bunch of people. So take that opportunity and chat it up with the staff. They get lit up when you ask them questions about their backgrounds, and it's just really interesting to get to know the different stories of why these people sacrifice so much to come serve us at a resort like this. Who else is this not for? If you're coming to do free snorkeling right off a villa, this is not the place for you. This is a newly constructed, man-made artificial resort, and so the reefs have not developed. It's going to take some years for them to fully develop. What's out there, it's in way too shallow waters. We knew the conditions for snorkeling were going to be poor here, so our budget we used for diving, which was just phenomenal. If you're budget conscious, just, there's lots of different ranges in the Maldives, and unfortunately Ritz-Carlton is on the high end, and everything was priced as is. So this would be a kind of a stressful vacation if you're on a very, very tight budget, because the staff is very well trained here to upsell you. We were being upsold excursions and trips from the personal trainer at the gym while we worked out. On our dive, the dive master, the instructor that took us out, he was already kind of assuming we were coming back for a second day of diving, the way he was talking and such. We had to kind of tell him, no, we're only diving for one day. From what I read, the upselling used to be really bad, so it seems like it's kind of toned down a little bit. The way the dinners, they have some themed night dinners, and what they do is they close down a lot of the restaurants, and so your only option might be like the Italian restaurant and this other restaurant plus the themed dining. We did the Maldivian nights. It was $225 a person for a buffet. It was excellent. I would probably not do it again just because I'm not one to eat a buffet at dinner before going to bed, but the food was tasty and it was amazing. There was tons of seafood. Even the steak was one of the best steaks I had in a buffet, so that was pretty crazy. If you're looking for authentic Maldivian experience, this is not the resort for you. Like I said, this is man-made, artificial, and it shows. I was okay with it. Our previous resort was more authentic. It was a natural island, so we got the best of both worlds. And then finally, and this is a big deal for a lot of people that are researching, especially if you're a Marriott Bonvoy person, this resort is not for you if you're trying to maximize your elite benefits as a platinum, titanium, or even ambassador. Ritz-Carlton is well known to not honor the breakfast benefit, and that comes into play here. Previous resort we had free breakfast, which saved us over $600 on that portion of our trip. Here they give you a discount of 20% for breakfast. We did talk to the couple from Australia. They were offered pretty much the same deal as long as they prepaid for their breakfast. So they paid $50 per person for the buffet, which is a really good deal. There's a few other discounts that they give you. They give you like 2 cocktails, some discounts at some restaurants and locations that you're probably not gonna go to normally. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this feedback and tips based on our experience. This was one of the most difficult trips for us to research because there's just so many variables and options and fees associated everywhere you go. So the more research you do, the better you'll be equipped when you come out here so you can fully enjoy the experience and you know what you're getting into. I hope you've enjoyed this trip report of the Ritz-Carlton Maldives. I'll be doing a comparison video of the Ritz and St. Regis pretty soon. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when the next video drops. And as always, thanks for watching.